Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Lovey with Nee. Today's video is an introduction to my newest segment, Whisk It with Nee, where I share with you guys recipes I found and also try my hand at baking. I'm Nee, by the way, and if you haven't already, do your girl a huge favor, ring that notification bell and also subscribe to my channel so you can join me on my cooking journey and so much more. And if you want to see how I whisked up this quick and easy orange chicken, keep on watching. Alright y'all, let's get started. Here is an overview of all of the ingredients we'll be using today to make this orange chicken. So we're going to start off by putting our pot of water on the stove so it can start boiling and be ready for our rice when we add it in. This is about 2 cups of rice that I'm using, so that was about 4 cups of water in the pot. I'm not afraid to admit this either, but rice whoops my butt. I'm telling you, it takes me through the wash, it puts me through the dry. I cannot cook rice. I watched tutorials on it. My mama's didn't try to teach me. I don't know what it is, but my rice just never comes out looking good. And you'll see how it turns out. However, I do know that you're supposed to wash it off until the water runs clear. And so that's what I'm doing right here. Just putting water on it, swirling around, pouring it out. Now, this is my last wash right here. And I know you're going to look at that water and say, girl, that's not clear, because it's not. It's not. That's all I had in me. I didn't have time to keep on washing rice. So that's as clear as I got right there. All right. So I forgot to say that I preheated my air fryer before I got started. And I just did it on air fry 390 for about 5 minutes or so. And then after that, we're just going to add our popcorn chicken to both baskets, close it up, and then let it finish cooking for the remaining 15 minutes. 390, 15 minutes, and it always turns out really good. Like, that's the perfect temperature and time for this popcorn chicken. Oh, and spray it with some vegetable oil too. So once our pot of water starts boiling and or, like I like to think, making bubbles, we're going to add our rice to this pot of water. You know what? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, that's probably why my rice doesn't turn out good, because I take and I modify recipes and just do what I want to. But hey, that's okay. I'm just going to keep trucking along and hoping for the best. All right, so this is my favorite eye. I know everybody in the world that cooks has a favorite eye. So I'm just going to put the lid on this rice and move this pot out my way so I can continue on cooking. So to a saucepan, we're going to add some barbecue sauce. I'm using Sweet Baby Ray's. That's just what I had on hand. I'm not a huge fan of Sweet Baby Ray's, but it actually works out pretty good for this recipe. We're also going to add in a little bit of orange juice. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm those last 2 words that you add to the search when you're looking for new recipes, okay? So I just kind of do things my own kind of way. I really don't measure. I let my soul tell me when it's too much or too little, which really is okay with this recipe because it's very hard to mess up. So what I'm going to do for y'all is down in the description box, I'm going to put some measurements and stuff of the way that I make it, but I'm also going to link the recipe put the link of the recipe that I got this from, so you can know for real what it is you do and don't need to do. And like I said, I've made this so many times that I really don't have to use the measurements anymore. I just kind of do my own thing, put my own little twist to it, and it always turns out pretty good. So right now we're just adding in the rest of the ingredients to make our sauce. Let me say this too. In this next clip, you'll see that I'm adding soy sauce, and that is low sodium soy sauce. Now this recipe, this sauce that I'm making right here is very sweet. So salt will help kind of cut down that sweetness. If you're using regular soy sauce, y'all, don't put salt in this, okay? Your feet gonna swell up. Just use the regular soy sauce and let that be it, all right? And when it comes to sesame seed oil, that stuff is pretty strong, so you only need a little bit. And actually how much I put in there was a little bit too much, but you know, it is what it is. It still turned out pretty good. So we are going to stir it up and let it come to a simmer. If you like a more thick sauce, at this point you can add a cornstarch slurry with just about 3/4 cups of water with about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Stir it up and add it to it. Let it simmer and it will thicken up. I don't like the thick. My husband doesn't like the thicker sauce. We like it thin and kind of runny. So I've done that once. I didn't like how it turned out. So I just like the runny sauce. Now I'm adding my salt to it because like I just tasted it, and like I said, it's pretty sweet. So just to kind of cut back on the sweetness, I add a salt, and then I also add a little bit of pepper. And y'all, this recipe is so simple and so easy, perfect for my 9-to-5 girlies, or not just my girlies, my fellas too. Like perfect for y'all if you get home and you're like, oh man, I got to feed these kids, I got to feed this man, I got to feed this woman. This is a great recipe that makes it seem like you did a lot of work, but really you didn't do too much. And using the bag chicken just, you know, does the thing. Now, if you want to cut up and fry your own chicken, by all means, go ahead. I love that for you. But for me and the way that I like to cook, I'm easy peasy lemon squeezy is what I aim for. So we're just going to add our chicken to our sauce and then just let it cook while it's in the sauce. And also too, if you like your chicken, like your crust to be a little softer, you'll want to let this simmer for a couple of minutes just to kind of soften up that crust. Me and my husband personally, we like it a little crunchy, so I just put it in the sauce, stir it up a couple times, and I actually turned the heat off completely and let that ride after that. Y'all, I absolutely love this recipe because like I said, it's quick, it's easy, it does what it needs to do. I use 2 pots in a bowl, and that's just what it is. Easy cleanup, easy preparation, and it turns out fantastic. Now, let me say this, when you see my rice, don't come on here clowning on me now. I already told y'all I can't rice take me down through there. I really think I'm about to go back to boiling a bag. Like, I try to be a big girl and use the bag rice, and y'all just look at it. That's mashed rice potato. My mashed potato rice right there. But that's okay. My husband eats sugar with his rice, so it turns out more like oatmeal than anything. Anyways, after the rice is finished cooking, like y'all, we're about to plate this thing up. You can serve this with green beans, you can serve it with broccoli, or you can do like I did, get you that family pack of salad, you know, that salad mix that already comes with all the ingredients that you need. Throw it in a bowl, mix it up, and boom, we got vegetables. We have us a balanced meal. Also, I don't normally use real bowls. We are paper plate people over here. I do not like washing dishes, and so I just wanted to look cute for y'all on my YouTube, okay? Anyways, that's it. That's all. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody else to come on over to Whisk It with me. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.